Yeah, live free, speak your peace. Stay humble in these streets, yeah. In these streets. Let's go. Playground parks with the trees and the cars. Brownstone buildings with the kids on the porch. Murals on the walls for the ones that we lost. Bodegas on the corner, let me see what's in store. Subway stations with the maps in the cars. Summer cookouts, uncle got the sandals on. Statue of Liberty, we holding up the torch. If they ask where I'm from, tell them this is New York.
From the home of the biggie, people blowing they ciggies.
In the new Drift Australia S13, Nally bump here. up to you, it's Benkai.
We're here. This is unreal. I can't even explain it. Like, Odgies was sick. He let me drive the car. It is the most wild car I've ever driven in my life. I've never driven anything. I've driven something with this much power, but not this much grip. The sequential gearbox is sick. I've had 2 sets of tires, so I'm going to go out and qualify now and give it a crack. The S13 had a bit of an oiling issue over there. So we're not sending it. The helmet. In that, it just gets. But it's fire. It's literally like, this is the coolest thing I've ever done, and I have to say, huge fucking thanks to this motherfucker.
Are you going to do anything with the footage?
I am. I'm actually gonna put this vlog together. Yes, good sir.
Hi.
Hi.
Put some cones on the outside of the track a little bit, so you might be able to see or might not.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Can't see shit.
It's QR.
It's QR.
Especially the green bit. Rob's like,
Yeah.
there's a green bit out there.
There's no green bit.
I can feel the green bit. I can feel the green bit.
I felt it. Yeah. I felt the edge of it.
Because it just goes.
Not Odgers. I love you. We actually need to catch up. Oh, sick. I live in Ipswich now. Come to my house. Alright, let's have fucking fun. All the fun. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Let's get spicy. fucking coolest car I've ever driven. I don't give a fuck. I just fucked my run up. Who cares? Let's have fun. We're back. It's day 2. Qualified 12th yesterday. Threw way too hard in my first run. Overshot the entry. Missed the split second to get back on, not the entry, but the switch into crossover. Missed the split second to get back on the throttle. Decided to not bin the car. Pulled out. Then threw down a half decent one for my second one. I got like a 64.3 or something, which put me in 12th. Obviously, I think I could do better, but I needed more time in the car. I realistically only had like a handful of laps. So now we've got an obstacle where we're sort of running a little bit out of tyres. I thought I was going to be driving this thing all weekend, but we decided to not risk it. It had a little bit of a sort of smoky issue that we weren't 100% sure on, and we've just finished the car, so we don't want to risk, obviously, ruining it. So I'm driving Auggie's S15. It's the most baller car I've ever driven in my life. I cannot thank this champion enough. I'm going to try and have a bit more proactive vlog. I'm really bad at this stuff. Auggie even said to me, oh, you got to use this. I never tend to use my vlogs, but this is the beautiful beast right here. Well, Super Performance Turbo Beanie, custom fab from 185 with the touch fuel rail, the N-style wheel, the N-style harnesses, a bit of N-style lovely pink on the inside, big rocket, yeah, R32 GDRC, we got the cage. It's pretty wild. Look at this thing. I'll just give you a gap. make up your practice time. How much longer have we got? Right, what's the time now? What time are we meant to battle? I just need to do one chase run where someone doesn't spin in front of me. I'll just go quickly and I'll come back. Sorry about that, I thought, oh, I'll just fall off the track, it surely won't hit me. And it did.
Skyline left. This is Sam Mudge and Benke Bruin. Mudge gives us the lead.
Nice and close there. Let's see if he can keep it in for that.
And this is on, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Mudge throws down nice and wide out through turn one. Looking for that aggressive flick. How's the proximity from Bruin right there, Scott?
Bruin right in on it. This is sensational.
That is a great run from both of them. Mudge putting down a supremely chaseable line.
Now that's what we came here to see.
Benke
What a run.
right there with him too. Let's check it out. Mudge on the run down into turn one. Screamer pipe out the bonnet. Where else would you have it?
Flames at night? Can't beat that.
100%. Benke Bruin doing absolutely everything he can and succeeding. How close do you want it? Right on the door through the outside zone.
Right up on the door. That is sensational driving.
Through for the finish. And that one, look, if it came down to me, I'd be so hard. There on the line as we get set to prep them.
Here we go. Let's see if we can get that speed. There's a lot of speed going on here. Looking for a big initiation.
Couple of little grabs of the handbrake there for Bruin. And Mudge having a straight.
Struggling. What's happened here? He's come off.
Less than ideal. It's just going to hand it
power.
all over.
What's happened?
Benke Bruin, after putting down a stellar chase run, basically gets a free pass
to just send it all the way through.
That is heartbreaking. I wonder what happened there for Mudge. We have a bit of fireworks out here at Queensland Raceway.
touching something. Was that alright? Did I do good?
Car, anything's possible. So here we go, launching him down into turn one, and Kieran just hanging the rear and letting the Nissan eat.
Oh,
unreal.
This tri-ace replay, so good to see that again. Look at that. He's right up on the door. That's what we wanted to see, but again then stepped away.
Yeah, so there was a couple of sections there on the run through the outside zone there for Becky Broom. Big straighten up, trying to maintain that proximity. So Kieran, looks like we need a couple of stainless steel cable ties on that exhaust there. She's hanging free.
Bit of a bounce going on there. A few more zip ties in the pits.
Quick look over Benke Bruin's machine. That thing is absolutely immaculate. Incredible rig.
Here we go. Can he get that power down? Is he getting the grip off the start?
And Kieran hazing the bags. A couple of sparks. Wouldn't be surprised if that's coming from the exhaust as the Zoo Performance machine fires it into turn one.
Benke Bruin hammer down. How good is this?
And let's look for Kieran to try and close up the gap.
Oh, Kieran's trying to wind it. He's trying to wind it in there. Can he get on it?
Not able to really close it down. Big straighten up to try and get back onto the door of Benke Bruin, who has put down an incredible lead lap.
That's it. Benke showed us how it's done there.
Check this out.
On the tri-ace replay, look at this. Big power out of turn one. We've got a great snap here, right out near the Zoo Performance sign. Look at that. From the air, we've got this outside zone. Setting up. Quick transition.
But there, that was it. Through that last corner, spot the difference.
He left it all out there on the track.
Did you see my fucking runs with my
Apologies for the foul language
so
there.
potty, man.
But Benke Bruin just...
There's a lot of excitement.
He's having a great time out there. Love it. Love the interior lighting too.
Makes it a lot easier for us inside that Sylvia. A couple of signatures on the dash there too.
How good. Man, these guys having a great time out there. Whether it's wet, whether it's dry, they do. it's at.
Rain's coming down. We're ready to go.
Becky Brune in the Zoop Performance Machine, sporting the underglow. All class from Scott Shembry, and he'll lead us into a wall of water. Here we go, look for that initiation, and big drag of the handbrake there. Becky Brune sliding it through, and problems there. Both of our drivers in trouble.
It's all come undone here, that wet track.
Yeah, sudden downpour. Scott Shembry trying to do what he can to resurrect the remainder of this run.
And just get it done, get the job done. You can see he's all over the shop there. He's really having trouble keeping... Yeah, this is hard work in that rain condition.
Absolutely nothing against either of our drivers, but it's like watching a racehorse try to ice skate.
You can see how much those track conditions have changed between these runs.
Now, this is going to be tough. How do you dissect that? How do you judge that? What a job. Here is where it all came undone.
Straight off the back of the first entry.
Four-wheel lock-up there for the Hi-Tec Oils 350, and Benke so close to burying it right at the driver's door of Scott Shembry.
I think he's had to correct there just to actually stay from coming into contact. And then
slight drop there on the outside as Shembry loops it.
And digging holes, unfortunately. That's tough. That's not what we want to see.
Yeah, but it's an odd one, and without having an ear on what the judges are actually saying, I wonder how they decide this.
Because both drivers giving it everything they've got out there. They're really trying to bring it back together, but that was hard work for both of them.
So, our man down on the ground. Out there, no one wants to see me in a wet t-shirt. As here we go, Becky Brune leads out Scott Shembry in treacherous conditions. Shembry not holding back, but Becky Brune piles on the angle here. Has had a taste of that turn one and has its measure.
But Shembry looking to tuck it in there. He's giving it everything he's got.
Becky with a straighten there, coming off the touch and go into the outside zone. He's very shallow.
Becky holding it together here into this final turn. Can he hold it down?
This is tough. That spin against, that spin of Shembry's in that first portion. As Benke's still stoked, that spin of Shembry is really going to count against him.
All right, here we go.
Becky Brune adapted quickly to the changing conditions out there. Far better response.
And we've got all the wheel speed and we haven't got any of the smoke.
Yeah, tough. It gives and it takes. That liquid horsepower, as we've mentioned.
And Shembry here through this final part of the run, you can see he's pushing up on the door. He's got it there lined up.
Well, I mean, if you had to look at it as a worst case scenario, Shembry actually spun. Had a full rotation on his lead run there. Benke, all he did was drop a tyre and get a bit untidy. I wonder if the judges are going to look at it from that perspective and possibly hand the win over to Becky Brune in the Zoo Performance car. It's a tough job, and that's why I'm not doing it. That sounds like a them problem.
It certainly does, and we've got on it here in the pits. Difficult for our drivers.
So finding a place into our final, Scott Shembry of the Hi-Tec Blaze unit. He's going to be happy at the result at least, but not necessarily with the performance.
Oh, shake of the head there.
That is tough as out there, man. Better them than me.
Those liquid horsepower pushed him up all the way.
As we get a little bit of a warm embrace there from Bankai Broom. Scott Shembry, a little bit of a tough track out there with a little bit of rain setting in there, but what happened with your run?
Oh yeah, it's pretty wild out there now. It's been sprinkling all night. It dries out. It doesn't dry out. On the entry there, we just threw it in. Banky gave me a little bit of a tap, and we both went off the track and got zeros. I think the tap really didn't affect me too much. We both hit the concrete and got double zeros, and then in my chase run, just tried to put it on him through the middle section. He was a bit shallow, had a little bit of straight, and I tried to run the wider line and then just get on his door at the end. Look, the conditions are tough. Well done to Banky in a borrowed car. What a legend. We're just going to keep pushing through. Hopefully it just doesn't rain anymore and we can get a dry track out there for the finals. But look, we're happy with the outcome, happy with the car, and just keep pushing forward.
He wasn't near him. I was watching the live stream. I think they were saying maybe that was a straight, maybe.
But he's spun.
No, it was still your run.
Your run. I know, but it's his spun.
No, you can see the live, you'll know it. He hit the concrete. Then he hit the concrete and just looped it.
Yeah, well, because, I was just following him, you know, like.
That was thick though.
I should, because he had an incomplete. I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him at all. They're probably going to one more time it. Oh yeah, true. Surely, yeah. Alright. How the fuck did you win? So, hold up. So Shembry won. Shembry spun in front of me, went up the concrete, I didn't touch him. I didn't touch it. It shouldn't have to be contested at all. I didn't touch any spot on the concrete.
Maggie, what do they say? You straight?
Yeah, apparently I lost.
Should have been a rerun.
No, he fucking spun. I had a straight and I win.
No, but if it's a straight, it'd just be 0-0 and then you rerun.
Yeah, but it's not. I didn't have a full straight.
Yeah. That's what I said on the live stream, and I'm like, it wasn't full, and I'm like, straightening's a real hit and miss.
Yeah.
Now.
I still maintained angle.
I don't know.
That's a rerun, if anything.
Yeah,
it should just be a rerun.
I don't care. You know what? I know. Like either way, I'm happy.
He spun before you. He spun before you. You only stopped because he did.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a rerun. Okay. I'll definitely get that same. You get that.
I don't mind. Whatever. Where can that? Okay. Do you want me to drive in and change tyres or? He got the win. I don't know, apparently, I don't know. He had a full spin, I had a minor straight, and he gets the win. I don't know. He spun out, and I had to stop to not hit it. And then I had a minor straight, and he wins. Like, he spun 360 in front of me. And he won. I didn't touch him at all. I literally didn't touch him. I was so close to touching him. And then I made
and these things really start to become apparent. And there is something to be said for going with the gut. I wonder which way our judges have gone upon seeing that bit of footage there.
That's tough. That really was hard to split.
So, we're still waiting for the results to drop in from that Omerod v Barnes battle.
Hopefully we'll hear something soon. The judges are obviously having to they're debating this one hard tonight.
100%. So Benke Bruhn has been one of the stories of this evening, finding himself in the run for third place, dispatching Sam Mudge and Kieran Racklett for this spot, for a chance at third. James Abbott took out Daniel Flood and Chris Sadler, and now finds himself against the Zoo Performance car, owned by and driven by Ben Hodges, but in the very capable hands of Bruhn tonight.
Getting some heat back into those tyres. Winding
We should reel out the Hi-Tec Oils weather monitor.
Look,
You're going to go stand out at pit exit for a second and give us an idea on what the moisture index is like.
I think we should, but we can see a little bit of smoke coming off the tyres there, so must be okay. Well, there you go. There's our weather moth.
You can actually see there are drying patches, so still a bit of latent heat in the tarmac out there, presumably at pit exit. We'll see how this all shapes up as we get set. This is your battle for third. James Abbott will lead us out against Benke Bruhn. And here we go. Time to drop the hammer.
We're on power down. Big entry. Here he goes.
A little bit of correction early on there into the entry, but the line is good as they fire it out towards the touch and go, and Bruhn narrows it up to try and grab some proximity and goes off track.
Oh, he's out of there. He's going to try and catch up. He's going to try and redeem himself, but I can see bits flying off the car.
Less than ideal.
Oh!
And a big snap, and it's buried itself in the grass of turn 6.
Is not ideal. There's
fiberglass.
A lot of parts coming
peeling
off the car.
Off that, and that is less than ideal for Benke Bruhn. Right there at the pits, listening, there is a bit of scraping going on.
That's tough. That's not the way you want your night to end.
That is rough, making all sorts of noises, so we'll find out where this leaves Bruhn in this battle for third.
Can he get back out there, or is this game over?
Just trying to listen in for the microphone. That'll be, I think that's Ben Hodges there. And problems, the helmet's coming off.
Oh, I'm on his door and then I can't get the car back. Wow, that was scary. I thought I was going to write your car.
That was scary is the word for anybody that didn't hear it. Straight out of the mouth of Benke Bruhn, saying that he was on the door of James Abbott and then the car just wouldn't come back.
And when somebody who can enter a car at 150 says it's scary, here we go.
Watch this, it's all going so well. James Abbott out in front. Big curve there for Bruhn. And it wasn't until right about now that it went wrong. You saw the angle decrease there for Bruhn, and it just sends him out towards the bollards of that outer zone.
You can see where he's lost it. He's tried to bring it back. He's tried to come and finish the battle, and then all over.
That was a scary moment there as he's punted off into the weeds. Benke Bruhn, unfortunately, not going to finish this battle for third. That'll go to James Abbott, the Hi-Tec Blaze unit, who puts on a show to finish off his night.
Brings it home over the finish by himself.
The scaffold at the start.
The tower's already down, but hey, now we're back out there on comms, and we're going to switch over into the starter's hands.
Well, it's hands down and away we go. Scott Shembry leads us out.
Shembry in the lead. He's going to be giving it everything here. Massive entry. Big power. Look at him holding that angle. Look at the smoke coming on. I saw a little jump there as well.
Untidy from Ben Barnes as he tags an inside front on the curve, but manages to resurrect it. Holds in tight through the outside zone.
Shembry's got it dialed in here. Power down. Look at that flame coming out of those wastegate.
Look at the smoke.
Can he do it?
Aggressive.
That's a big entry. Oh! What is going on here? Barnes Shembry is off track. Barnes is just sending it home by himself.
Great late transmission.
And what a drive.
Parks it on the concrete through that final set.
Moving on, we will get fourth place up here. A man who has enjoyed his night. He's been the happiest man in the pits. Comes away with a fourth place, but you still can't wipe that smile off your face.
No, not at all, man. I'm incredibly happy. Like, this has been a dream of mine for a long time to be able to, like, show my skills at Hi-Tec. But to be able to drive with, like, 3 dudes that I've idolised for a really long time. Like, Jabbett's been a hero of mine for a really long time. So Shembry, and, like, they're both good mates of mine. And then Mudge's a good mate of mine, and he's a dude that I've wanted to drive with because we're both RB20 boys forever. And we've never had an opportunity. So to get him was sensational. Like, I've got to thank my team. I've never had a more supportive team than the boys at Kevin Bell and Drift Japan. Like, Russell and Ben are amazing, man. Like, I've never driven this car before. I had a horrible day yesterday. I had a horrible day in practice today. Just didn't feel comfortable at all. And that first chase against Mudge, oh, it was brilliant. So I'm chuffed, man. Like, I also got to thank Sim Magic and Sim Rigs. If it wasn't for my sim today, the sim really, I spent like an hour on it before today. Mate. Oh.
All right, well done. Fourth place. You take it away as a win. Benkai Broom. All right, now, on our final step of the podium tonight, not where he wanted to be, but still happy nonetheless. Let's get James Abbott up here. James, didn't get to finish off the full battle. You came away with third place. Got to still be happy with the car and how it performed tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we did a tough tonight. Made it real hard on my team. We had a big crash in practice and, you know, don't know how I got to third. I don't think I did my best driving by any means, but I'll definitely take third. A couple of championship points, and I just really got to thank the team for every time I came in with more problems, they were straight on it and get me back out there as quick as possible. Obviously, Hi-Tec Oils for getting me here in the first place, and Tri-Ace Tyres. So we'll take these points, and we'll probably have to try to clean it up a bit for round 3 and get back up there.
All right, James. Well, great to see that you're on third place.
Can I also just give a shout out to Benky? He was on fire all day today, and I was really looking forward to that battle, and it's unfortunate the way it went. That would have been a good close battle. I think he was doing really well.
All right, well done. A good sportsman too. And second place tonight, we'll get him up here for a quick chat. Scotty Shembry. Not the way you wanted to end tonight. Unfortunate there. We had a one more go, and I thought the Mo flick was going to come in handy and get you up there, but second on the step, still not too bad.
Yeah, look, everyone's here for a show, so I thought, you know, I put out probably the best lead run I've done all weekend, and then Benny's pretty quick, but I thought, you know, if I get some more style points, I'll throw a backie on his door, and unfortunately, power steering locked on and sent me into the sand. But look, killer weekend out here. Just want to thank Hi-Tec Oils for putting it on, all our team for getting back all the boys on the podium. Well done to Benny Boy over there in a borrowed car. So look, we'll move on to the next round. Second place is still good, first place qualifier, and thanks for everyone watching.
All right, thanks Scott Shembry. Now, your first place for round 2 of the Hi-Tec Drift All-Stars. Give it up for Ben Barnes. Oh, Ben, you must be absolutely chuffed with that one. I reckon that smile on your face is going to be still there long into Sunday.
Oh, yeah, probably. It's going to be hard to wipe it off. No, we had a pretty tough time going through. Alternator shut itself, and I had like no charge throughout like the whole night. It was a big rush. I got to thank all of my guys for helping me. I had so many people just coming in, like lending a hand, changing tyres. Could not do it without those guys. It was just so sick. Drifting atmosphere is something else. It's so good.
Well done. Well, we look forward to seeing you back in round 3. We'll get the podium back up here and throw back up to the commentary box.
Thanks, Teagues, and hard fought and well earned for our podium recipients. It's been a massive round 2 here at Queensland Raceway for the Hi-Tec Oils Drift All-Stars. From myself and Scotty, we wish you a warm good night. We couldn't have done it without you, the drivers, and of course the fans. Make sure You keep an eye on the socials for the upcoming round of the Hi-Tec Oils Drift All-Stars. Good night.
Alright, well, should put my Rocket Bunny hat on because they're legends. No, I won't put my hat on. Typical once again, I forgot to film all sorts of stuff. I tried to film some content today in the vlog. There's going to be heaps of my raw driving. Wild, finished 4th in Hi-Tec. Nearly totaled Audrey's car. Had some sick driving. It was awesome. It was unreal. Lost a battle against Chambry, Scotty. Good mate of mine. Really did want to push hard on that one. You know, a bit of controversy there, but you can go to the comments section and watch the live stream and check that one out. It is what it is. It's drifting. And then got to battle Jabs, which was fucking sick. But the steering rack basically started playing up and having an issue mid-battle, and I nearly totaled Odgie's car. I'll whack a video. You'll see that, actually. Yeah, because this is technically the end of the video. So by the time you get to this, you'll have seen me nearly crash Odgie's car. Well, basically crash Odgie's car. Which was... Thanks, Odgie. Like, I can't believe he didn't punch me for that. But yeah, anyway. Sim was a godsend. I can't thank Sim Magic and Sim Racing and AZ Racing with my frame. Speaking of which, Noah's building his AC Racing frame at the moment because he is now sponsored by them. So this is one of their new frames. This is one of their first gen frames. You can see mine's a little bit different with, it's all one piece. Noah's has been built together, it's modular. But yeah, no, Hi-Tec was absolutely unreal. This here, my sim home, was just monumental in my success today. So 4th in Hi-Tec. By this time you will have seen through the videos that I'm going to put up in this vlog that I was not driving well at all. I just felt really out of place in the car. Yesterday in practice and qualifying, I realistically had I got 6 laps in practice, and then my qualifying laps, and I wasn't feeling the car. It was a lot of car. Like, Odgers has built an amazing car, and it drives awesome, especially now that I know how to drive it. But while I was trying to figure out how to drive it, it was really hard, and there was a couple of issues, like we lost 4th gear. So halfway through the first half of the day, and in practice, when I didn't get very many laps, but of the laps that I did get, 3 of them I was going 3rd on entry, and then to 4th, and then down the hill in 4th, and then back to 3rd, and then 4th on turn 6. And then when 4th went, obviously just had to go, 3rd gear and just stick in 3rd gear the whole way. So it took me a little bit to figure out how to do that and how to get the line sorted. Just the grip in the car, the speed in the car, no brake booster. Like, there's a lot of things about it that are just so incredibly different to my car, because my car is a grassroots level car. It makes 385 horsepower. Like, I don't run semis. But woke up this morning, did some mind work, had some exercise, ate some good food, decided that, hung out with the family, and I actually almost wasn't going to drive today. I did an hour in the sim. I jumped on the ADC version of the Queensland Raceway track, and I jumped in the AusDC. It was the only 2JZ S15 Pro level comp car that I could find that was similar to Augies. So I drove that. I think it's called AusDC or Oz Drifting Championship or something. I'll put a little thing in the video with some shots of that. And I did about an hour's practice, and all I did was just practice my lead line, and just get it to the outside and try and work on it. And so I did feel a lot more comfortable. But after practice tonight, just was feeling horrible. Like, whoa, hang on. Who is... Oh, hang on, that's my lovely wife. Alright, so that was just the lovely wife interrupting with a phone call, but that's all good. Where was I at? So driving tonight in mixed conditions, a bit of rain, a bit of this, a bit of that, and I just wasn't feeling good. And then I had a spin in front of Jabs, and Jabs, we both tried to do the right thing. I let the car slide off the track. He spun to try and spin to miss me and just ended up plowing into the door. And funnily enough, that crash actually took away all of my nerves. And then we got the car sorted, and then got some things sorted. I went out for a few more laps. I still wasn't feeling it. And then I did one final practice lap, and the track was dry, and it felt really good. So I was like, all right, maybe I'll do okay. And even then, I was still really hesitant, and I was almost going to say to Odge, like, I don't want to drive anymore. Because I wasn't driving like my normal self, and I just felt just like I was going to do bad, and I didn't want to do bad by Odgie. All I wanted to do was make the dude proud, because he has just supported me in so many ways. But this lovely young dude right here, who is my fucking awesome son, I basically looked at Noah, and, we're always very open about our lives with each other, and so I was open to him that I was being nervous, and I said to him, hey dude, I can do this, right? And what'd you say to me?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. And so I felt awesome, instantly awesome from that moment. And I was like, yep, I can do this. And my first battle was with Sam Mudge. And Sam Mudge has got this awesome RB20 S13. And I have frothed Mudge and his driving ever since the first time I saw him, and ever since the first time I met him. I knew he was a legendary dude. And I actually watched him drifting for years before I met him. And to call him my mate is a cool thing. And I always wanted to drive with him, and I always wanted to actually drive with him in my 20 Lorel, but I just never had a chance. And so it was actually even more beautiful to be able to drive with him in Odgie's car, because Odgie's car is so perfect. Like, it's so amazing. And yeah, so I went out, I threw it on his door. You'll have seen that by now by the time you're looking at this. Actually, I'll probably put this at the beginning of the video. I don't know. We'll see. I might cut in some things. I don't know what I'll do with this. I'm not very good with vlogs. I'll figure it out. But this was just sensational. The first chase, I didn't get to chase anybody in practice. I tried to chase a few people, but I think I was trying to do some runs with Dane, but Dane was having issues with his car. And then I tried to chase somebody else, and they spun out. And then because me and Jabs had a incident. I think they decided to stop us from doing battle practice while it was raining, so we could just do solo runs to limit damage. And so I got 0 battle practice. So Mudgee was my first battle, and I just threw it in as hard as I could, and I went wild, and it was sick. And then I just felt really good from there. So yeah, thanks for watching the vlog. I don't know how many of you will. I can't believe I got 4th in Hi-Tec in a borrowed car. It's still really amazing. And look, it would have been sick to come away with a podium. That's always a cool thing. But I still think 4th in a borrowed car. The other last comp I was in a borrowed car, I got 4th as well. And I even got the Battle Daigo Sato, which was sick. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling absolutely fucking amazing. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the vlog. Stay tuned for more awesome drifting, and I'll try and do this vlog thing better. Oh, don't I look so tired. Here I am. Here is the fucking chariot of all time. The sickest car I've ever driven in my life. Doesn't it look so beautiful on this side? And then we get to here. I am so sorry, Odge and Russ, for making you do all this extra work. I will do whatever I can to help, but yeah, that was the result of my little excursion. But some of the damage was already there. Now, let's show you real quick what happened with the car when I was battling Jabbit, because it was sick. I need to show you why. So you see, there's a little bit of fluid on the rack there, so like the rack had a little bit of an issue, and then we look up here, and what do we see? Yep, see right there? See that? So the actual whole dump split, right? And then the dump has impacted with the steering rack. So essentially when I've like flicked in on Jabs, watch super hard. Well, actually, in my lead against Shembri, when I had the bobble going through crossover, the reason I had the bobble is because I threw it in and then the wheel didn't come back to me for a moment, so it fucked me up. I didn't think much of it. I thought it was just rubbing on the front bumper. None of us really thought much of it. We didn't expect it to be like that. And then when I've gone out for Jabs and thrown in on his door, you can imagine I'm transitioning so close. Like, there was not a lot of room in that transition. And I knew that if I touched the brakes, because of where I was in position of his car, to slow the car down, I was going to hit him. I'd go like, dish, and smack into his car, right? So I didn't want to hit the brakes. I just wanted to power on through. Powered on through, dirt dropped savagely, jumped the ripple. That's moved, I think, the wastegate and allowed me to rotate the car into the next corner. Then I've got back on the power again and tried to adjust, and it's just gone dead straight off the track. Like, it was terrifying. You can't impulse correct a car like that when it's gone too bad. Like, there's just too much grip in the rear. Like, me and Odgie were really struggling on Friday to like find the right tire grip with the Tri-Aces, because they were just blindingly like dead tires, like to the belt. Still felt like the grippiest tire I've ever driven in my life. So it took a little bit for us to get that, but fantastic weekend. I'm stoked with it. I'll whack this into the vlog, and yeah, love yous all.